Meghan Markle gushes about Princess Lilibet during Colombia tour with Prince Harry. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry recently embarked on a whirlwind 4-day trip to Colombia. During the final day of the tour on Sunday, the Duchess of Sussex gushed about her 3-year-old daughter. While highlighting the importance of empowering young girls, the suit's alum shared that Princess Lilibet has already found her voice. As one of their final stops in the Colombian city of Cali, Meghan spoke alongside Vice President Francia Marquez at a panel discussion titled Afro-Descendant Women and Power, Voice of Equity. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell, so you don't miss any news about the British monarchy. While discussing the topic of empowering women of color, she stressed the importance of young girls learning how to utilize their voices in order to be heard, per page 6. For us and the work that we do with our Archewell Foundation, certainly the work that we do as parents, as I do as a mother, is ensuring that young girls feel as though their voices are being heard, Meghan said. The Duchess also took a moment to praise her husband, Prince Harry, saying that she and him work incredibly well together as a team. She went on to say that in addition to girls learning how to express themselves, young boys must also be taught to listen to them. Part of the role modeling that I certainly try to do as a mother is to encourage our daughter, who at 3, she has found her voice, and we're so proud of that, Meghan said. That is how we, as I was saying, create the conditions in which there's a ripple effect of young girls and young women knowing that if someone else is encouraging them to use their voice and be heard, that's what they're going to do, continued, adding, and they're going to create a very different environment than so many of us grew up in where our voices were meant to be smaller. BBC royal correspondent Michael Cole has said that if Prince Harry and Meghan Markle had stayed with the royal family, their activism on global issues, like what they did during their Colombia tour, would have been a great asset to the family. The Sussexes stepped down from the royal family, and moved to the United States. The feud between the royal family, and Harry and Meghan, is ongoing. Speaking of Meghan, Cole said on GB News, she would have been a great asset had she chosen the wider stage and the bigger stage that Buckingham Palace could have given her, instead of scooting off to Canada, and then to America. At one stage Meghan wanted to work for the State Department, the American Foreign Office, and she did a stint in Buenos Aires in the embassy there. Sometimes plays come in 3 acts. She had the acting career, then of course, she was a royal duchess. Is she preparing for something else? He added. Cole suggested that the Duchess of Sussex could step into US politics next, and said that America could do with a talented and good-looking candidate on the Democratic ticket. In California, there have been people like Schwarzenegger, and not to mention Ronald Reagan, both of them actors of some skill, who went on to be governors of California, he said. Despite their good intentions, however, Harry and Meghan faced massive criticism over their Colombia tour. The trip was blasted as quasi-royal since the couple is no longer members of the royal family. The Sussexes will be reflecting on the semi-royal tour of Colombia and counting it a success. And in their terms, of course, it was. They were met by people who were delighted to see them. Nothing went wrong, Cole said of the trip. They ticked all their boxes. She wore some very nice expensive outfits, and it was quite a show, and she's no doubt the star of the show. She was smiling with a permanent smile, you can't get away from it. He added, the prince looked a little bit more hesitant. But when he was with children, planting trees and drumming drums, and with his wounded veterans who go to the entirely admirable Invictus Games, which he set up, he looks happier.